morning, guys. Today it is Thursday and I am getting ready. I have my oat milk latte with a splash of cinnamon and yeah, I'm getting ready for today. Today is going to be a content creation day. I used to kind of shoot content a little bit every day, but I switched up my routine and I really dedicated certain days of the week to certain activities, and today it is content shooting day. I am first going to shoot at home. I really want to shoot some more beauty products because I haven't been really doing that many beauty shots, even though those are probably my favorites. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then later at 3 p.m. I'm going to hang out with Ariana again. We're going to this coffee shop called Verve, shoot there. Then we're going to LilyLikeCom, which is also like a very shootable location. And after that, I think I already told you guys, I kind of have this music release party, something. I don't exactly know what it is, but I hope it's going to be fun. We're going there together to kind of show you a little bit of my makeup routine, because a lot of you guys asked me about the foundation that I use. So I thought, why not share that? I actually use a combination of two products, both from Tilbury. Wow. As you can tell, I've been using this one a lot because the label is completely gone. This is the prettiest, glowy, illuminating primer I've ever tried. You can also use it as a highlighter if you want, but this one is just beautiful. I would highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite makeup products to use. Oh, and I got it in the light medium shade. And then I also have this foundation that I've been using. This is, I think, their newest release. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the color 6 Warm. So really, really nice foundation. So I start with the glowy primer and I just apply it all over my face, which gives me a very nice natural glow. And as you can see, I obviously struggle with imperfections. It's not gone yet, but it's getting better. I can't wait for it to be completely gone. And then I use a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to apply my foundation. And I don't use a lot of foundation because I mostly use concealer to kind of hide my imperfections. So I use a very thin layer of foundation. And what I really like about this foundation is that it's super lightweight. Like, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all, but it does have pretty good coverage. Like, I only need one pump for my whole face. So now it is time for concealer, and I use two different concealers. Actually, I'm going to show you 3 concealers because I have 3 favorites. You just have these periods in your life when all products, even like your all-time favorites, look horrible on your skin and you're just like, what is going on? This is the only product that will, whatever is going on, save me. This is the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. Looks like this. I've been using this thing for I don't know how long, like years. Then the other concealer that I love for underneath my eyes, because this is my face concealer, is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer from Laura Mercier. It looks like this. Mine is unfortunately like pretty much finished, so I have to get a backup. But in the meantime, I've been using this e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. This is a really good, super affordable concealer if you're looking for one that's quite hydrating and is not gonna crease. Because my Laura Mercier one is finished, I'm going to use this one underneath my eyes, and it's definitely lighter than the rest of my face. But I'm going to blend it out, and I know I look like a crazy person right now. I would say that this concealer has medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. So, if you have really bad bags, maybe try the Prolongwear Concealer or try like a heavier colored setting powder. But I do really like this one because it doesn't really crease underneath my eyes. So yeah, and it blends out pretty beautifully too. And then for my face, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I'm just applying this to all the areas that are going through a struggle. So there you have it. That's my foundation routine and concealer routine done. Let me show you how I set my face, and then I'm just going to finish up the makeup look. I'm using a setting powder for underneath my eyes. This is the very famous Laura Mercier loose setting powder. And the way I like to set it is by using this mini Miracle complexion sponge from Real Techniques. It's so cute. So I will just use it dry. I'm not wetting it, by the way. And I'm just applying it underneath my eyes so it can bake. And this will definitely light up your under eyes a little bit more. The powder that I use all over my face is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish into medium. It looks like this. And this is actually a powder that has some moisturizing properties to it as well. So I just apply it with a big powder brush, and then I also wipe away the bake. I don't leave it on for too long because, again, I'm a little bit lazy like that. So anyways, going to finish doing my makeup right now. I wanted to show you some of the new jewelry that I received from Ana Luisa. I've been working with Ana Luisa for I think almost 2 years now. It's been quite a long time, and they're honestly one of my all-time favorite jewelry brands, and I'm so excited to be one of their ambassadors. So for example, the rings that I always wear in every video are always from Ana Luisa, and a lot of my earrings are from Ana Luisa too. So I quickly wanted to show you the new pieces that I got. I love the packaging. All jewelry comes in these beautiful reusable boxes, as well as these travel pouches, and these are just really nice to use whenever you're traveling and you want to make sure that your jewelry doesn't get damaged. I have 3 pieces to show you, and I've already worn them. So first of all, these beautiful pearl earrings. They are honestly so beautiful and dainty, and I love the fact that the pearl has more of a natural shape rather than a perfect pearl, if that makes sense. And I've been wearing these loads. I think they are just so adorable. Then I also got these beautiful big golden hoops. I used to wear hoops like this, but definitely not as high quality as these from Ana Luisa all the time when I was younger, and then I kind of started wearing more dainty earrings. But yeah, I'm very excited to add these to my collection as well, because I've actually been wearing them a lot, and I think they're just so cool, and they kind of give me that very edgy 90s type of vibe, and I love it. Last but not least, I received these beautiful intricate snake earrings, and I really think they're such a unique piece. Ana Luisa is also an ethical brand, and they're based in New York. It's a New York brand, and yeah, I'm just super excited. If you want to shop any of the items that I showed you, I've linked all the pieces in the description box down below, and I can also offer you guys $10 off your order, so happy shopping. I finished getting ready, and now it is time to get some work done. A lot of you guys always ask me how I take my photos, how I edit my photos, and I'm working on an ebook about this, so I'm still kind of figuring out what kind of corners in my apartment are nice to shoot, where the lighting is the best, how I can do my setups. That kind of has held me back a little bit, because in Washington DC, in my old apartment, I just knew, you know, I kind of had my flow, and here I'm still discovering it. And on the one hand, that's super exciting, but on the other hand, it's also like, I don't know, a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes, because I'm just like, I don't know if I can get the perfect shot here. And now I'm literally talking about taking pictures as if it's not a first world problem, but it's obviously my passion and also my very controversial job. You know, I like to take it seriously. It is a big deal for me. I'm quickly filming this with my iPhone because I want to show you a little bit of my behind the scene process of shooting pictures, as well as the gear that I use, because a lot of you guys always ask me what camera I use, what lenses I use, stuff like that. And when I go shooting, the very first thing that I do is grab my notebook and write down all the different shots I want to create that day, either if it's inside or outside, but I just really love working with the to-do list, and I schedule out all the pictures, but also, for example, all the B-roll shots that I want to create for a video. So often a lot of you guys always enjoy my routine videos or videos with a lot of like aesthetically pleasing shots, and most of the time I don't film those real time because it just takes me a lot of work, and I'll go and film them later. So in order to keep track of everything, of all the shots that I want to create or still have to create, I have to work with a notebook. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want to be more structured in your content creation process, make a to-do list of everything that you want to shoot that day and what kind of shots you want before you start shooting, because sometimes I definitely get lost or I'm not as productive because I don't know what kind of pictures I want to take, and if I write everything down, it's way easier. And this notebook is obviously from my Supplied with Lily brand. This is the classic notebook in luxurious astrology. And then here I have my camera and lenses that I use. So I use two cameras and they're both from Canon. I'm definitely a Canon lover. This is the Canon EOS M5, and this used to be my vlogging, videography and photography camera, but now I just use it for vlogging. And then a year ago I bought the Canon EOS R. It's a very expensive camera, but it is so good. Both of these are mirrorless. They're not DSLR cameras, because I definitely prefer mirrorless cameras over DSLRs because they're a little bit smoother and faster when it comes to videography. And then the lenses that I use, I have quite a bit of lenses. I actually have even more lenses than this, but these are my favorites. So for my vlogging camera, this is the EFM 15 to 45 millimeter lens. This is just like a native, very easy lens that I use for vlogging when I'm talking to the camera. Then if I use this camera for vlogging or for pictures of my apartment and stuff like that, I use this wide angle lens. This is the 24 millimeter. I also have a 50 millimeter lens that I like to use for portraits or just anything with like a super blurry background. And then I like to use this 40 millimeter lens for all my flat lays. Then here I have my mics, both from Rode. This is the Video Micro, I think it's called Video Micro. Let me double check. Yes, this is the Video Micro, and this is the Video Mic Pro. This one I use for most sit-down videos, and this one I use for videos on the go. And then last but not least, I have this Gorilla tripod. I also have a normal tripod. So these are all the products that I use, all the tech that I use. I will have linked everything in the description box down below if you want to pick any of these babies up. Hopefully this was helpful for you.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
So guys, I'm now at this really cute coffee shop called Verve, together with Ariana. And yeah, we're just chatting about taxes and how amazing it is here in the US. Love it. Yeah, and we are going to drink some coffee, my second coffee of the day. Cheers. And yeah, walk around it a bit, shoot stuff like that. Good stuff. Yeah.
see that. Tell me lies, I love that. Angela, Emily, all in your inbox. Bet when I post a pic, I'm in your sendbox. Riding through the city with you on my mind. You telling me, baby, I don't have the time. Excuses, you always make. Shortcuts to love, you always take.
No, I've met a lot of guys who would say, oh yeah, she asked for too much. But, you know, the truth of the matter is, they just can't handle me.
Guys, it is time for a little update. As you can tell, I am back home again, and I'm not gonna lie, I had the most amazing time today and tonight with Ariana and all the new people that I met. Let me kind of give you a little bit of a background story what happened, because I feel like it was very all over the place. So I went to this release party of this up and coming artist that is signed by Def Jam, called John Lindale. Super sweet guy, super talented guy. And the release party was actually in a dance studio, a super cool dance studio. And if you guys follow me since Groningen, you know that I used to dance. I'm not a great dancer, but I just love dancing. I love hip hop, and I've been kind of, you know, considering getting into the dance scene in LA. I was a little bit hesitant because, first of all, I already have a subscription for yoga, and I'm not about to get, you know, 2 subscriptions, and my yoga subscription is unlimited, so I can go every day. So I don't, you know, I want to use that as much as I can and not like get another, you know, kind of subscription, if that makes sense. But also I was a little bit nervous to find a dance studio that was like more like a dance family and welcoming, rather than very competitive with a lot of super talented dancers. I mean, obviously I want to dance with talented dancers, not because I'm on their level, but because it's so inspiring to watch them. But the dance school that I went to in Groningen was also kind of like a dance family-ish style. So I was kind of looking for that, and I know that can be rare to find, especially if you don't really know the dance scene like me. But this dance studio was so cool, and the people were so nice, and I was a little bit nervous to get out of my comfort zone and start talking to these people, but I ended up like talking to a few people, talking also to the artist, and everyone was so nice. And as you can tell, I'm like smiling. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and it's just so cool to see so many talented people together. And it's funny because yesterday I had such a feeling of like lonely and, you know, not really knowing where I belong. And after a day like this, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy to be here. So life is really about the ups and downs. That's what I can tell you. But with that being said, I am like tearing up right now. My makeup is gross. But I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, let me know in the comments down below and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I will see you guys next week. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I tried to upload a video on Wednesday and then kind of a vlog, an LA Diaries on Sunday. So I hope you guys have been liking my consistency, my upload schedule. So without further ado, it's time to go. I love you guys. Have a fucking amazing day, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye, guys.
I will never forget you. You